All right, let's get this party started. This is Self-Publishing with Dale here on YouTube, where we learn more about writing and publishing books that sell. Today's a very special broadcast, the second week in a row of us doing this. It was actually kind of impromptu last week that we decided, we being me, I decided with my team that I would start to answer comments on Fridays. So right now, as some of you may know, I'm a three-person team. Actually, it consists of myself running this channel. I've got my ever-faithful assistant, Ava Fales, been working with her for about 5 years now. She started managing comments back when I was on vacation in December and has been doing a splendid job. But I told her every now and then she's going to run into some comments that maybe doesn't quite, she's like, I'm not really sure what to answer on this. So I told her, just leave the juicy ones for me. I'll go ahead and handle those. And also my third team member is Dan Norton. He actually has a small mini team underneath him of video editing. So some of you may have noticed the quality of the videos have increased, let's say over the past, year, because that's pretty much, he's been working with me since last March and has done a phenomenal job. So in any event, I want to, of course, give a big shout out to Pro Writing Aid, because they're the ones who are making a lot of these live streams possible here this month. Pro Writing Aid, folks, is my preferred grammar checker. It is fantastic for a number of reasons. From everything to the extensive amount of reports you can use and not use if you want to. They are just awesome. They have lots of add-ins for various software, Microsoft Word, Google Docs, Open Office, Outlook, so much that you can use with Pro Writing Aid. Folks, you can actually get free access or 20% off premium when you visit the sponsored link of dalelinks.com/ProWritingAid. So today, if you're watching this and you're kind of going, I can't leave a comment, that's because it is you're welcome to stay, by the way. You can stay and watch and just kind of have a little bit of fun. We can have a couple of laughs, because trust me, you'll love some of these comments that you're going to see here, and I left some of them are doozies. But at any rate, this is a members-only live chat. So if you have not heard of the members stuff, let me just go ahead and get you familiar here with it. So let me switch over the screen here to here. So let's say, for instance, we'll open up. We'll grab this, get shareable link, Control N. I'm going to drop this on in here. So when you visit one of my videos, you will see right away that there's a join button. When you select join, we'd have to sign in. It'll show you a number of things that you can do here. So essentially, it's like Patreon, but on YouTube. Rather than sending you off the platform to Patreon and giving all of our money over to Patreon, you guys can actually stay here and help support the channel. Is it mandatory? No, not by any stretch. Obviously, I'm allowing everybody to kind of watch, but only members can be able to mention things. So with that being said, I of course want to give a big shout out to SL Michaels. Go ahead and throw down a cup of coffee for me. I see she says, who needs coffee? No coffee for me. I kicked the habit well over a year ago. I've been caffeine free ever since. It was for a variety of reasons I got rid of caffeine. I'm naturally already have a lot of energy, so I don't really need to be having more caffeine to add to that one. And Thomas A. Bradley, hey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Folks, you guys are going to get to know Thomas A. Bradley here in the coming weeks. We wanted to have the book, the new pilot episode of Book Rescue out by right about this time, but unfortunately it's requiring so much more production, and poor Dan, my video editor, has been working his tail off, and we've been really trying to mold and put together a brand new show. But Thomas A. Bradley got to be part of that. I cannot wait for every one of you to get a chance to meet Thomas and get to see why I really like this guy so much. Kevin McGuire, great to see you, buddy. Big congratulations. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this on air or not. Let me know if I can. I can tell everybody then what you got. All right, so we're answering comments today. Good reason why I put the live chat to members only is because it gives the members a little bit of a nice perk. Feel free. You can go ahead and click that join now and join the live chat. Be one of the very few that are commenting. I keep it limited to the members only because it's going to keep me focused on the comments. And I'm not really sure how many we have today. So let's go ahead and open this up as a forewarning, okay? Parents, if you have children, all right? And children, if you're just letting you know, I cannot tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that every one of these comments is going to be PG family friendly. So just giving you a fair warning, most of the stuff goes into my spam folder. We're going to hit the spam folder very last. So let's go ahead and scroll on through. And if you look over on the right-hand side, that's typically the video it goes with. So this was the video from yesterday. Big shout out to Haley over at Pro Writing Aid. They actually, it was funny. Mike Hurd, big shout out to you, Mike. Mike was like, okay, what are we getting sold on? He thought it was a webinar. And I was like, no, it's not a webinar. Literally, Pro Writing Aid loaned me Haley, and she's the head of learning over at Pro Writing Aid, and she was like, hey, I got a great presentation, would you like it? And I was like, it's not normally our thing, but I think that she, I was like, she can probably bring some good value. And sure enough, she dropped some serious 411 yesterday. You guys and gals will love the point where she calls me out, where she's like, she asks a question, and I was like, so yes, please go check it out. Poor Dan, I feel for him. Yeah, there's a lot of footage. Alrighty, so at any rate, Marvin Tenner says, thank you for this. Even though I've had Pro Writing Aid for over a year, this highlighted some features I was unaware of. Nice. Fantastic presentation. Excellent job all around. He gets a heart. He gets a thumbs up and also a comment. Thanks a million for the kudos. Haley was an excellent guest host. I call her guest, but she technically kind of hosted most of the thing. So at any rate, let me zoom in on this so that way anybody that might be a little bit sight impaired can actually read what's on the screen here. There we go. And I think I can collapse that. Yes, there we go. Good. Alrighty, so that one's commented. I keep getting overtype while I edit my work and it's become a problem. How do I turn it off? So they're talking about Grammarly. Oddly enough, we're talking about Pro Writing Aid on today's broadcast. Right above my head, please go get yourself some access today. So I know what's happening is there's like a weird glitch on some of the sites with the plugin. So what they have to end up doing is they have to go up to the extension and they got to actually shut it off for the given site. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Go to the extension logo in your browser. Click it, then a drop down, then select the off switch in the drop down. Should do the trick for that site. Keep in mind, you'll have to do the same thing on all sites, or remove the extension altogether. And I believe that's just right clicking. Yeah. Remove from Chrome. To remove it, right click the icon and select remove from browser. Alrighty, reply. Boom. I don't think this gets a heart, but I'll give it a thumbs up. Oh yeah, by the way, folks, anybody that's watching this, I've got brand new hologram banana stickers. Pretty cool, right? If you haven't had a hologram sticker yet, please hit me on up inside the chat right now. So that is available for only members. Even if you got a banana sticker from me before the regular one, if you want a hologram one, let me know. I'll drop it off in the mail ASAP. I've got a few more stamps I can send that stuff out. But yeah, anybody that hasn't had the opportunity to go over to YouTube mobile, and you would end up going and clicking the icon that is like my profile picture, and it'll show you stories. So it kind of works like Instagram stories, but it's on YouTube and it stays for a week at a time. I actually shared the unbagging of the hologram banana stickers. You guys want to go ahead and take a look at that. Done it with Mule Sticker. Super, super happy with them. But if you'd like one, please, if you're a member, let me know inside the chat right now. All right, so that's what the context is for this particular one. So thank you very much for the comment, Andrew. I did respond to you. John Sears, okay, so this is kind of cool. Take a look at this. If you've got your subscriptions on public, I can actually be able to see how long you've been subscribed for. So John Sears here has been publicly subscribed for 1 year. John, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. So this is the Kindle Oasis video. So does the $70 upsell on the Oasis cell phone service thing allow you to tie the thing into your existing cell phone service? Ooh, I'm not too sure. You'll have to ask Amazon that. I'm assuming it's a separate service altogether. But I could be wrong. Sometimes I don't know the answer and I'll just tell people I don't know it. But he gets a thumbs up and he gets a heart because, John, you've been supporting me for so long. I appreciate that. Okay, Max Stravagar. I saw this one yesterday and I was like, oh, Max, I can't wait. Can't wait to share your snarky answer. Well, this one's for my books aren't selling on Amazon. 5 mistakes on Amazon KDP. What happens when you're too poor? Wrong, dude. You need Pro Writing Aid right now. Okay, so go pick that up. You're too poor to advertise or use keyword research on Amazon. Again, keyword, one word, buddy. You're pretty much did a possessive here. If you're gonna troll, okay, here's the lesson here. If you're gonna troll a YouTuber, folks, get Pro Writing Aid. Put it into your extension right there, so that way you can check it before you go on there. Because if you're gonna try to troll somebody, you do it at least to where you sound intelligent. Sometimes I give a golf clap to some people where I'm like, bravo, marvelous, marvelous trolling. Max, you've got a 1 out of 5 stars right out the rip here. You're pretty much not going to sell. Funny how he doesn't explain this and how to overcome this problem in today's climate. You don't have a possessive on this one. Okay, so let me go ahead and answer this one straight out, right out the rip. I know I'm peeking out the microphone here because I get so excited about this stuff. Bear with me for just a second. I need to kick back the gain just a little bit. There we go. All right, so now we're back to just tickling the microphone here. So, Max, okay, first of all, welcome to the channel. Maybe you haven't watched enough of my videos yet, but I have almost 600 videos in my backlog, and you found the one that doesn't address, quote unquote, people who are too poor, okay? First of all, I've shown 1,001 ways on how to do keyword research without a single tool other than the Amazon browser in incognito mode. Next thing is, I've even shared on this channel. Yes, it's a pay-to-play world, but some of the best advertising and marketing and promotion is not paid. It's sometimes just getting out there, meeting people, networking. So welcome to the channel. So here's the thing. For comments like this, I honestly don't even merit a response. Max, welcome to the world of being banned from my channel. I just don't have the bandwidth to deal with people that are impatient and can't bother to, first of all, A, correct their English grammar, and B, maybe do a little bit more due diligence before you start punching down a YouTube content creator. So, Max, bye-bye. Have fun on another channel. John Sanjan. Okay, so John's actually been a subscriber for the past week, so thank you so much for the subscribe, John. What price would you recommend setting for these short reads? Okay, so he's probably not going to like this answer, but it varies. Depending largely on the niche, you'll adjust your price accordingly. Study your category, average out the price of the best sellers, then you've got a general idea of what you're shooting for. There we go. And he gets a thumbs up and he gets a heart. That's a good question, but unfortunately, it's just so loaded. Like, because do you have just like a short story? Then probably 99 cents. If you've got, say, a nonfiction like short read of some sort, so let's say like mine are actually considered. These are considered short reads. Believe it or not, I think it's like a 2-hour short reads what they're considered. I'm not going to price this at 99 cents. In fact, actually, I price it closer to $4.99. And the more higher ones, the promotional strategies for books, and I priced that at about $4.99. Aaron Rackley, welcome to the family, buddy. Thank you so much for becoming a supporter. You can now be able to join the chat. So thank you so much, Aaron. Appreciate it. Drop the band hammer. Oh, snap. Where's my popcorn? Yeah, get that popcorn ready. Get that popcorn ready. So, alrighty. So let's go ahead and switch it back over to this screen here. And Aaron, by the way, and this goes for anybody that does join the channel membership, make sure you go over to the community tab, scroll through. So some of the things that were normally hidden to you are now available. There's a number of videos. A week before last, I actually released the 4th part of a case study for Amazon advertising, and it was a really good breakthrough for an indie author, a fellow member here as well, John Pajoli. So welcome, Aaron. Thank you so much for joining the team. All right, so here we go. Scrolling on down, John Sears. Looks like John Sears is back, still, 1-year subscriber, obviously. Regarding the Paperwhite, what does the $70 cell phone service feature give you? Is that just the ability to download books anywhere? And can I do that as long as I have Wi-Fi, correct? Also, is Amazon going to come out with a newer version of the Oasis soon? So, to my knowledge... come on now, Dale. The service allows for downloading anywhere. And of course, and browsing. I wouldn't recommend this, and browsing the internet. Anywhere. As for a new version, I'm not sure. There we go. He gets a thumbs up, he gets a heart. So thank you so much. Just wanted to say, hey, Aaron from Fair Spark Books. Oh, Aaron. Okay, I know you, dude. Yeah, good to see you, man. So, and show my support. Finally got my small press marketplace running. Sweet, Aaron. Congrats on that, man. I know that 2020 was a rough year, with Fair Spark Books, and you've made that pivot. So big kudos and congratulations to you, man. So yeah, welcome to the team here, man. I'm really glad to have you as one of the members here. So in any event, all right. We got 14 viewers watching here. They're like, some people got the popcorn like SL Michaels. Samantha, you just slay me. Michael, I'm sorry, Michael. I can't pronounce your last name. Maybe Spilzinger? I'm thinking Spilzinger. So Michael says to the Five book marketing service, that was a fun video, and it was so fun, like crazy. But there's some videos that I think, like for sure, I'm like, oh, this is gonna tank. This is gonna tank. This one did pretty well. In fact, I found their average watch time was 10 minutes on a 21-minute video. So I was just tickled to death to see that taking off the way it did. So, if you haven't watched the video, go over, watch it. It had kind of mixed results on it. Will I do marketing services again? Possibly. Instead of, because see, I kind of felt a little bit rushed trying to get this video done. I think what I would like to do is try some of the more premium gigs for marketing and promotion on Fiverr to see how well those go. So let's go over here. So thank you, Dale. Question, did you put anything in place to track to the specific campaigns? Sadly, no. So here's the issue with that. The gigs on Fiverr wouldn't allow for me to give them trackable links. They were like, just give me the Amazon link. The one that did allow for it, I was lazy. So there's my answer. Sadly, no. The gigs wouldn't allow for a trackable link. And the one that did, I dropped the ball and should have given one to her. The guest blog post / interview. That was a fun one too. She was a sweetheart. But yeah, I would like to do possibly finding some gigs on here that would do that, to where I can actually use, say for instance, my Genius links or the Pretty links, and that way we can kind of go back and track it on down. So, all right, so this one's on the Lulu Shopify video. JB, that looks amazing. Thanks for sharing. But how does it work, the ISBN, especially if you have the same book on Amazon? It works just the same. You'd have your ISBN. Let's see here. What's the word I'm looking for? Put on the back cover. Keep in mind, you cannot use the Amazon owned ISBN. Only your own. Hopefully that helps out, Jay. And you get a thumbs up and you get a heart. That's a pretty good question. Okay, so Tuba Tayeba. Can I publish animated ebook made by Kodabee to Amazon or any other ebook selling platform? Sadly, Amazon won't support that. You could list that through Kodabee's service. They have a website library you can set up for yourself. So that's a pretty interesting fun fact here. Not too many people realize with Kodabee, and they're not saying this to me. Actually, it's been over a year since they actually sponsored this channel. But with Kodabee, they have really cool, very flexible interiors for ebooks and such. In fact, so much so you can actually put animations and videos and things like that. But herein lies the problem. You won't be able to publish those ebooks to platforms like Amazon or Apple or Google Play Books, but you could still fulfill it through your own website, or Kodabee actually gives like a service, and I can't remember how much more it was, but you can put together like a library or a website with all your ebooks that people can purchase that through. You'd have to go look over at Kodabee. I believe you can go to the link, and I get no financial kickback of dalelinks.com/Kodabee, and that's Kotobee, or just go to Kodabee.com and do a little bit of due diligence on that. But they've really got a very good stellar service over there. So big shout out over to the Kodabee team. They're just a wonderful staff over there. So great question, gets a heart. Elite ROI. So Elite ROI has been subscribed to me for the past week. Actually, Elite ROI actually joined us for the Saturday broadcast this past week and was just a hoot. Great having Elite ROI. All right, so hi Dale. Could you do an Amazon KDP walkthrough? I'm confused by the website. I have quite a few videos covering just that channel. Sadly, I don't feel like sifting through over 500 videos to find it. You could just get my free beginner's course so this is what I always recommend. If you folks are new to publishing, go to DIYpublishing.biz/free. That course is going to be forever free. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and leave that up forever free. So that's my best recommendation. You're new to the business, jump into that. If you find that you're stuck in the business of self-publishing, like you're not selling books, you can't figure it out, go back to the fundamentals. Go over to that beginner's course, and I know it's humbling. You're probably like, oh, but I've been in the business for 3 years. Well, if you're not selling many books, then chances are your foundation isn't as solid as you probably think it should be. Go over to the beginner's course, watch it from beginning to end. Here's the cool thing. You can watch the whole course in 2.5 hours. Literally in an afternoon, you can probably be able to have a lunch and a snack while sitting in and watching it. Or you can put it on 2x and watch it in about an hour and 15 minutes. So there's that. Scrolling on down, His Royal Highness Sheikh Mansour. Allow me to break it down very simply. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. I always love it whenever people come in and start something like this, because it automatically, first of all, screams of, I'm the expert here. You're not the expert. Listen to me because I am the expert. Listen, don't ever lead with this if you've got great intentions. You want to break something down simply, just break it down and just say it, okay? Because this comes off as just, someone who just has a wine glass and fills it full of their flatulence and sniffs it. So, sorry, His Royal Highness Sheikh Mansour. And if you're watching this on the replay, you may not want to lead with that, dude. What are your chances of getting paper published with a mainstream publisher as a new author? You don't know? Well, if you have an excellent novel, then your chances are around the region of almost zero chance. Not going to disagree with that. So is self-publishing worth it? Yes, absolutely, because your one and only other option is not being published at all. Glad to be of assistance. Okay, so I'm going to walk this back. He seemed pretty cool. The intro sentence is a little bit off-putting. My thought is, if you just want to kind of chime in, just chime in. Don't lead with like the real, like, I don't know, it seems very like know-it-all. Like, oh, I've got the answer. You know, that person who was in the class used to put up their hand for every single one of the questions. You're like, no, put your hand down. Just pick them sparingly. Everybody knows you're the smartest person in the classroom. So, at any rate, Sheikh Mansour, kudos on this one. I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you. And I saw a super chat, and I'm going to get right to it here in just a second, Joseph. So, in any event, let me go ahead and answer this really quick. Awesome insights. Thanks for weighing in. I get the slight feeling sometimes when people do this that they didn't watch the actual video. What they did was they probably saw the thumbnail, they saw the title, and they were like, I'm going to go over and comment on this video. Because this whole thing right here seems like it's slightly out of context from the actual video of where I break down the cost of self-publishing. So, but at any rate, Sheikh Mansour, thank you so much. Appreciate it. No hate here. Wow, it looks like we have burned through all of the comments so far today. So I'm just going to hit the refresh on this one. And then let's go over to the super chat. Joseph Carroll just dropped. Thank you so much. And by the way, even if you aren't a member, you can join if you'd like, or you can drop a super chat if you want me to address a question of some sort. Super chat is the little dollar symbol, and you can do anywhere, I think, from like a couple bucks up to a couple $100. That's up to you if you want to do that. All right, so Joseph said, if I want to have all 10 categories for my book on Amazon, do I have to wait till I hit publish, or can I do it ahead of time? Sadly, Joseph, you have to wait till it's published. The exception to the rule, and this only regards ebooks, is going to be pre-orders. So as long as there is a product page available, you can request those browse paths. But until that product page is available, you won't be able to ask it. I've tried it actually a number of years ago, and they're like, oh, you got to publish it first. So wait for your book to actually be published. Get the browse paths in there. And here's what I would recommend too. If you've got Publisher Rocket, let me show you just a little bit of a quick little hack here. So let's do this. So let's go into Competition Analyzer. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and look up. I want to find someone's book I haven't done in a while here. You know what? Awesome supporter here of the channel, Jordan Ring. Volcanic Momentum. So we're going to go ahead and look up Volcanic Momentum. So let's say that your book is brand new onto the market. And it's okay if you research some of this stuff ahead of time and get your categories put together. That's totally cool. But sometimes it probably helps you're not having to double up your work is wait till it's actually on the market and then go ahead and request it. Because here's why. So let's take a look at Jordan's categories. We'll say C category. So here's Jordan's categories. It's showing that in books, we have these 3 categories and these 3 categories. So chances are very likely Jordan hasn't loaded up additional ones. And I think it might be because he fulfilled it through Ingram Spark. I could be off on that one. Sorry, Jordan. Correct me if I'm wrong. But in any event, get those browse paths. Because here's the thing is, when you go to publish your book, you're going to get the 2 BISAC categories. Okay, so that's just that's the US and UK gold standard for categorization. Say it 10 times fast. Categorization for books, okay? But Amazon doesn't use that. They just kind of use it as like a measuring stick to kind of figure out, okay, where do we put them into our categories? So when you pick BizHack, you've got the keywords, and sometimes the length of content will depend on the categories you're going to place in. The length is going to be, of course, regarding short reads, okay? Because it is an invite-only program. Yes, you can request it, but quite a few times they will reject you if you do not fit into that. And sometimes they say, look, it's invite-only. So, at any rate, that's linked. Let's go ahead and put this off to the side. We're going to look at BizHack and keywords. Then Amazon's going to take you and put you into the categories they believe is worthwhile. So rather than you getting all of your 10 categories ready ahead of time, it might pay just a little, you could probably get maybe say 15 categories ready ahead of time. It might pay off for you to not have to double up your work. Because let's say you went and did your research, you're like, it took you 5-10 minutes to probably find that vocational guidance was one of the browse paths you want. But then they automatically throw you into it. So then all that research time has been for naught. And that kind of stinks. So is it the end of the world? No. But at least you know that, let's say, here's the 3 browse paths that they assigned Jordan's book. Now that he knows he has those 3 browse paths, it'll make life a little bit easier. So you can unleash the categories and see all the other categories associated with his other books. So this is kind of cool. So in the event, let's say I'm going to copy this. We'll go into personal growth. So I'm going to go back. Let's go to category search. I'm going to look up personal growth. Let's blow this up here. So we've got personal growth. Let's say that this is this one. So we're going to check out the category page. We're going to come on over here. Here's a kind of a fun way to do things. We'll just say that this number 4 one looks kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and I'll scroll on down. When you find a good book, you can find additional categories that might be worthwhile for you. So this might actually save you some time. This is, by the way, this is for those people that don't have Publisher Rocket. Just a shameless plug here. You can get a Publisher Rocket. There's a link inside the description down below, or go to dalelinks.com/rocket. Thomas says, if you do Amazon-owned ISBNs but buy your own, do you have to unpublish and republish to change those ISBNs? The big A doesn't seem to allow an easy change. Yes, you can unpublish and republish. Sadly, you can't just switch out the ISBNs. It's a real pain in the butt. Good friend of the channel and former coaching student, Mojo Seedlack, go check out her channel. She had, I think, 40, 50 titles, something like that she had on an Amazon-owned ISBN. And I'm sure she probably could have wished that she could have just simply switched the ISBNs out and just left it up. But sadly, she had to take down those original listings and then relist them with the ISBN. The beauty of ebooks, though, on Amazon KDP is you can just put the ISBN there. It's the print books that you have to delist the first edition and then republish as a second edition underneath the ISBN. So, what's going on, Walter Wyburn? Great to see you, buddy. How are you doing, my friend? Always good to see you. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, so here's the point. I need parents, all right? Pay attention here for just a second. This is the part that I'm going to tell you that under held for review, I usually put curse words, and so they'll end up dropping into here. So there might be some dicey comments in here. Normally I try to go through and ban them as quickly as possible. So I wanted to give everybody a fair warning on this one. So here we go. We're going to held for review. All right. First one. All right. So help Dale. I've reached out to people on Fiverr and others. I have followed KDP's guidance. Cannot get my book to go love. To go what? Pro writing aid, Lisa. You need it. Didn't hear back from Amber. Who's Amber? Listen to your, maybe she means Ava. Please help me, all caps. Lisa Stewart, author at hotmail.com. Okay, so here's the thing, folks. Never put your email address inside comments. That's just a way to ask for spam and people to go ahead, because there's actually bots that crawl YouTube to find specific emails. So sometimes people always wonder, why don't you put your email there? Because I don't want it available to these bots to drop a bunch of spam over to me. So all right, I need to get rid of Jordan's book here. Sorry, Jordan. I'm fiddling with it, and I don't need to be. So Lisa, I'm going to toss you on over there and answer her in just a second. Bora, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Hey, I can create the best ebook cover for your book. Just contact me. No, it's really cheap. And that's called spam, buddy. See ya. You're reported. Oh boy, here we go. Nice, 3614. Okay, so there's the banana stickers. I don't know. Hang on a second. Let's click on it and find out who this is. Yeah, I'm guessing that this is one of those porn bots, so that goes to report to spam. So actually the spam folder was pretty empty. I thought for sure we'd have quite a few more, but someone said smart idea. I'll say thanks. Usually a short comment is a short answer, but they get a heart and they get a thumbs up. All right, for whatever reason, the other person's comment had disappeared, so let's go back in here just a moment. Let's see if I can refresh things. Yeah, for whatever reason, the one gal who had the email address on hers, let me see if I can find Lisa Stewart. I remember that was her name, so hopefully we can find her. There it is. Stop. There it is. Okay. Why didn't that pull up? That's crazy. So I've reached out to people on Fiverr and others. I follow KDP's. I cannot get my book to go live is probably what she's trying to say. I'm not sure what you're doing wrong. Feel free to directly email me and we can troubleshoot. I have no idea who Amber is. You mean my assistant, Ava? My email is on my About tab on this channel. Desktop only. Can't get it over on mobile, folks. There we go. And no thumbs up and heart on that one. So let's go ahead and switch it back on over here. We're going to hit a refresh. I don't need the Lisa Stewart comment anymore. And response status, haven't responded. So that's typically where I set it at. Awesome. Kevin McGuire right at the top. Dude, cool. Totally want one. Okay, cool, man. Kevin, you're going to need to drop me an email. I think you know where my email is at dale@selfpublishingwithdale.com. By the way, Lisa Stewart, if you happen to be watching this, dale@selfpublishingwithdale.com. I'm just not going to put it into the comments for bots to go ahead and pick up. So where is my cell phone? Here, hang on a second, folks. 1 second. This is going to be like Inception. You guys are going to love this here. So hang on a second. So to get to stories over on YouTube, you'll need to go to my channel on your mobile device. Okay? So you'll see, for instance, come on now. There we go. You'll see the little head right here. Okay? It's got the red thing around it. That means there's a story on it. So all you got to do is end up clicking it, and it'll play the latest story. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to find the comment that Kevin left. It's kind of cool. Come on now. Focus. Focus. There we go. Dude, cool. Totally want one? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to hit reply story. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Just go ahead and drop me a line over at dale@selfpublishingwithdale.com. I'll need, of course, your address, and I'll go ahead and get that hologram sent on over to you and a couple of extra goodies. I have some extra stickers here Kelly gave me, and we'll throw them on over your way. I'm sure your daughter will love it. All right, so I've got his comment already embedded on the video. Then I typically put in a sticker, Self-Publishing with Dale, at the very top, so that way it frames it out, because every now and then some people will go onto stories and they won't know who I am. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop it on in there. And then let's go ahead and we're going to drop in the banana sticker emoji, because why not? Let's go ahead, scroll up. Come on now, Dale. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. Banana sticker. Boom. And we're going to hit post. Keep an eye on stories, folks. From time to time, I actually throw in some little contests and prizes on there. It's been a while since I've done it, and this is one of the little prizes that I've added in here. I'm going to go ahead and put a thumbs up and a heart over on Kevin's specific comment there. So, alrighty, I need a sticker. Walter Wyburn, drop me a line, man. I just need your address. In fact, I'll hook you up with a few stickers, my friend. I'll get you the hologram, and I'll get you the... I'm surprised I haven't given you a regular banana sticker yet. What's wrong with me, man? Yeah, drop me. I just need you to email me, buddy. I think you've got my email, or just direct message me. You've got me on Messenger. Kevin says, cool. I couldn't get to stories on my old phone. It was an iPhone 6 Plus with a very bad battery. The new one is an iPhone 11. No contracts in UK, so I had to pay full price for the phone, $800. Ooh. I think Kelly just picked up an iPhone 11. All right, folks. Well, we've gone pretty long here. A little longer than I anticipated that we would end up doing. So I want, of course, thank every one of you. New member, of course, here. Let's hear Aaron Rackley. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. Joseph Carroll, thank you so much for the super chat. Those of you who got to hang out with me today: Walter Wyburn, Thomas A. Bradley, Samantha S.L. Michaels, Kevin McGuire, thank you so much. And any of you that are just kind of watching that are non-members, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're enjoying something like this, let me know. I won't be here next Friday because next week is Kelly's birthday. So if you enjoy something like this, we'll continue to do it on the Friday mornings and get together for a cup of coffee and a few laughs, because you'll be slayed at the number of comments and crazy stuff that I get that comes across my desk. Today was rather tame, so we had a couple of like iffy ones, but for the most part, it was all right. It's nothing too overboard. So in the meantime, folks, I'm going to tell you thank you so much and take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, that's right, tomorrow, 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing some productivity sprints. If you want to get some writing done, you want to get some admin work done, you want to do some editing, which that's what I'm going to be doing, join me tomorrow.